Hey, what's up nerds? Welcome to IT Tuts, the channel where I teach you how to IT too. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to install Splunk on the Windows operating system. Now, if you're more into Linux or Mac OS, check out my channel. I have tutorials on how to install Splunk using those operating systems too. In today's tutorial, we'll be showing you how to download Splunk Enterprise. We'll be deploying an all-in-one instance of Splunk, and what that refers to is having all of Splunk's indexing and searching capabilities in one single instance. And for installing, we'll be covering both the Splunk UI installer method and also installing via command prompt or the CLI. Okay, step one is download Splunk. We can do this by going to their website where it's available to download for free. You will need to create an account if you don't already have one. If you have an account, just sign in. Okay, so we just search Splunk download in the browser, and then we want to find the Splunk download enterprise for free. Click on that, and that will take us to the Splunk website. So if you have an account, just sign in at this point. If you don't have an account, this is where you'll have to create an account. Here we were interested in downloading the Windows 64-bit for Windows 10 and Windows 2016 and 19 server. And to download it, we just click the pink download now button. Okay, here are the steps for installing Splunk using the Splunk UI installer method. You can take a screen capture if you think you need it, otherwise just watch ahead and we'll go through the steps together. Alright, let's go install Splunk. Now the first method we'll cover is using the UI installer. And if you're using Windows, this is probably the most common way you'll be installing Splunk. So to do it, just double click and this launches the UI. Alright, first thing we do is click the accept license box. Now you can see the default installation options available. If you want to change it, you can say customize options. Okay, so we'll select Python 3 because Python 2 is no longer supported, and click next. If you wanted to change the default install directory, this is where you would do it. For me, I'm just going to leave it in program files. Next. And if you wanted to select Splunk to run as a domain account, you could click domain account, but I'll be using just local system, and click next. The next screen is where we set the administrator account, username and password. So for me, I'll use the username as admin, and password, I'll set the password. You can put whatever you like there. And then click next. And then click install to start the install. It's going to take a few moments depending on how fast your laptop is or your virtual machine or whatever. So we'll come back once it's done. Alright, I'm back. And it looks like it's just about finished. Here we go. Alright, now make sure the launch browser with Splunk Enterprise is ticked, and then we just click finish. Okay, and select your browser. Mine's Google Chrome, and okay. Now this launches Splunk. Now by default, Splunk uses HTTP and uses port 8000. To log in, we'll just use the admin credentials we configured during the install process. Mine's admin, and just enter the password and push enter. And wait for it to load. Okay, here we go. So, okay, there's some greeting message. Yeah, got it. And this is Python warning. Yeah, we don't care about that. And we'll just click on search and reporting just to make sure everything's working fine. We can just run a search, and if it works, then we got no issues. Yeah, skip. Alright, so the search will be just index equals underscore internal, and this is just the Splunk internal logs which it produces. And it worked, so we know there's no issues. And that's how you install Splunk using the UI installer. Alright, I will just uninstall Splunk, and to do that we go to the start button and just search uninstall and click on add remove programs. Then I'll search Splunk, then click Splunk and uninstall. and uninstall again. Yeah, this will take a moment, so I'll come back once it's done. Alright, and we're back. Now it's finished uninstalling, and that takes us to the next part where we will install Splunk using command prompt. Now this command will work with both PowerShell and command prompt. I'll be running it in command prompt, and I also have the link to the Splunk documentation, which explains everything. We will go through this command together. Alright, so first part is msi-exec/i, that's to install, and then we have our Splunk MSI file, and the Splunk username is admin, and Splunk password and equals my password. Splunk D port equals 8089, that's the default. The web port equals 8000, also default. Install directory equals C program files, which is also default. Splunk launch equals 1 is default, and agree to license I've said equals yes, /quiet, which tells the installer to run in the background. Then I will just copy paste the command and open admin command prompt. To do that, right click and run it as administrator and click yes. Then you want to go to where the file is located. For me, it's in cd users, admin, documents, in Splunk installers /Windows /Splunk Enterprise, and just confirm the file's there, which it is, and right click to paste the command and push enter to run it. Now because it's quiet, it's going to run in the background. It might take a little bit of time, so we'll come back once it's completed. Okay, so I've left it for about 10 minutes, and we'll just confirm that it's installed. To do this, we'll go to Start and type in Services and push enter, and then search for Splunk, and if you see Splunk D service, that means it's installed. Alright, now let's go to the web UI for Splunk, and to do that we go to HTTP localhost port 8000, and we need our username and password, so I'll just copy my password. Yeah, and put that in. And push enter. Alright, now we'll just, it looks like everything's working. We could run the search again, but I think everything's fine. So yeah, everything looks good. Okay, got it. Yep, skip. And that's how you install Splunk using the CLI. And to access Splunk web, so it's http://localhost:8000, and then just log in with the credentials you configured earlier. Alrighty, next page. Alright, and the summary. So we downloaded Splunk, we covered both of the Windows install methods available, we customized our install, and we launched Splunk Web for the first time. Alrighty, and that's the lesson complete. If you're new to Splunk, don't forget to subscribe, because I'll be coming out with more videos related to Splunk. I'll be covering the basics first, but as I go along, we'll be covering more interesting and complicated kind of things as well. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.